The Raiders took off in 2016, finishing at 12-4. The team looked to be fighting for one of the top 2 seeds in the AFC with a chance for the number 1 seed. Then, Derek Carr got hurt in the game against the Colts, and that effectively ended their season. Despite making the playoffs for the first time since 2002, the playoff mood was grim due to the loss of Carr. Still, this team is good and looked to be one of the teams that stood the best chance at challenging the Patriots for much of the year. The Raiders made low-level moves in free agency. The only ones with the chance of starting is Jelani Jenkins, Marshall Newhouse, and Jared Cook, but they aren't expected to be difference makers. The main goals of the offseason were to extend the contracts of Derek Carr and Gabe Jackson. Both received big money deals, with Carr getting the highest average salary and Jackson being paid like one of the top guards in the NFL. The Raiders needed to upgrade the defense and began by drafting top 10 talent Gareon Conley. Conley has the ability to play all over the secondary and could be a steal if he gets cleared of the allegations against him. In the second round, they got an athletic freak in Obi Melifonwu. He has the size and speed to cover tight ends and receivers and will likely be on the field as a hybrid safety and linebacker role, which the Raiders desperately need. The Raiders have an explosive offense and added Oakland native Marshawn Lynch this offseason. He won't have to be the focal point of the offense like in Seattle. The Raiders have one of the best offensive lines in football to go along with 2 dynamic receivers in Michael Crabtree and Amari Cooper. The only question mark is the right tackle position, but every other position on offense is pretty much set with proven talent. The Raiders' defense was awful last year, and the team had to win by shootouts. Still, they have what might be the best defender in the NFL with Khalil Mack. He wreaks havoc on opposing teams and even won Defensive Player of the Year last year. The problem is, he doesn't have much help beyond Bruce Irvin. With the additions to the secondary through the draft, hopefully that will give more time for Mack and Irvin to get to the quarterback. The Raiders have their franchise quarterback locked down for the foreseeable future. Carr continued his upward trend and was even in the conversation for MVP for most of the year. He has a leg injury, but that shouldn't prevent anything this year. He's the driving force making this team as good as it is. In the best case, the Raiders finish at 12-4 again. This time, they do it with the healthy Carr in the postseason and find a way to upset the Patriots. They look to be the team that had the best shot at beating the Patriots last year and accomplished the goal this year by finishing at the top. This team has the talent to win it all, but must fix their defense. In the worst case, the Raiders finish at 10-6 and lose in the wildcard round. This team is steady with an offensive line in Derek Carr. The defense is a massive problem and can get exposed in games. Khalil Mack is the only true threat on defense again, and the new pieces don't work out. Derek Carr is forced to win the games with a shootout again, and the defense gets exposed in the playoffs. In the likely case, this team wins the division at 11-5, but loses to the Patriots in the playoffs. This team is good, but doesn't have much playoff experience. Bill Belichick and Tom Brady have proven themselves in the playoffs, and they take down the Raiders. The Raiders look like contenders for years to come, but must find a way to beat the Patriots.